What's up, everybody? This is Lamin from InvestingSimplified.net. Today is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Quick market update. Looking at the daily time scale of S&P 500 as we can see here. Since this move higher, we made a call at the beginning of November that this move is overdone and the likelihood of market moving sideways, if not lower, that probability outweighs any continuous move to the upside. What did market do? Market consolidated for about 2 weeks and then broke down for the last week and a half. And our target was this prior breakout level, minimum target, and the 50-day moving average. Just where S&P is stalling for the past 3 days, exactly at that level. So now the question going forward for us, what do we do here? We continue to add risk, number one. And we are waiting for the bottoming process to play out. Once the bottoming process is done and S&P start to make higher high and higher lows, that will increase our confidence and probability that the lows are in and market is likely to continue to move higher. And our target for S&P remain at 5,000 by end of Q1 2022. We are not concerned about all the perma bears that are coming out and calling the top is in and market is going for a free fall. We believe over the next few months, those strategies will be proven wrong because there is no indication in our opinion that market is going for a crash right now. There is still ample liquidity in the system, and guess what? Pessimism grows at the bottom of the market. Optimism tends to grow at the top of the market. So when we see market gets one-sided, it's simple. You look for the other side. And looking at market internals and sentiment, it indicated to us that the likelihood of market fooling, frustrating, and trapping people here is very likely. Just like it did when market was at new highs, everybody was excited and adding risk. Now a bunch of people got trapped here, probably taking losses here, thinking that now market is going to continue to go down. Our base case is perhaps no. Could we fall further? Absolutely. That probability is not zero. It's likely. However, any further move downside, we suggest adding risk. We are not making any recommendation to anybody. Our strategy is we will be adding risk. For us, any continuous move downside, we will be adding risk here. And by end of Q1 2022, our base case is S&P will reach 5,000, if not even higher. Looking at RSI here, as we can see, this correction, there was quite a volatility here compared to this one. However, RSI reached much lower level thus far compared to this correction, although volatility has increased here significantly. So we are monitoring RSI and see if RSI is going to reach the oversold level, meaning 30 or lower, before this correction turns around to the upside. Looking at the daily time scale of NASDAQ 100, as we can see here, where did NASDAQ stopped at on Friday at the prior highs and the 50-day moving average. So this is no surprise to us. We have made this call and we have been anticipating for market to come down to us, even with a 5%, 4% discount rather than taking risk when market was at new high. Trading is not complicated. You don't want to be excited when market is at new highs and everybody is jumping on the bandwagon. Think of sitting in a boat. If everybody sits on one side of the boat, the probability of boat tipping over is very likely. It doesn't mean that it will happen, but that probability increases as more and more people move from one end of the boat to the other end. This is just basically the simple analogy we apply when we are looking at market structure. Where did market come from and where are we at? When we saw this move, we knew at some point market has to digest, and those digestion can be done in several different ways, meaning market could just consolidate, chop around, frustrate and trap bunch of people, or it could just make a sharp reversal, test prior breakout levels or moving averages. Until you understand that concept, you will be fooled by the market majority of the time, because when market is falling, majority of the people panic who doesn't have data to analyze, and when it's moving up, most people think they are missing out, so they have to jump in to participate in the ride. We do the opposite. We buy into weakness and sell into strength. It's not easy, but once you have data, let data guide you, you will do far better than majority of the people. NASDAQ is sitting at a key level too. Any break here, that could potentially bring in more downside. However, that will even be a much bigger discount that we have been anticipating, which means we have no fear. As NASDAQ continue to move lower, we'll add risk. If S&P continue to move lower, we will add risk. Simple, straightforward, as long as our data continue to suggest to us probability of a move higher is still much likely than any further big decline decline here, like 30-40% decline. Looking at RSI, broke below 50, continues to move lower. We'll keep an eye on and see if RSI can get to oversold level, meaning 30 or lower, which means price will come down further, and that will be even a bigger discount for a potential rally into Q1 of 2022. So with that, we'll end the review here. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, share with friends. Until then, we'll talk to you if we see that market still continue to give us a signal that will be necessary to put out another video before this correction is over. We hope you all have a blessed weekend. Bye for now.